Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, May the 26th. We're approaching the end of the month slowly. I believe next week is the end of the month because I think there's like 31 days. Yeah, I think it's next week Monday. I could be wrong. Okay, but I hope you guys are doing well. Okay, I hope you guys are, like I always say in my videos, mentally, physically, emotionally, okay, feeling stable. And even if you're not having a good day or, you know, whatever's happening today, right? I hope you guys are still able to function and do the things that you need to do in order for you to move forward. All right, guys, you know, I like to put out that energy out there, whether you know me or not. I just like to put out good vibes and good energy because the world's already in turmoil already. Like, why put more negativity in the energy? Okay. But anyways, let's get started. I will be using a bunch of oracle decks for this message, so I'm gonna get started and see what you guys might need to know for today. All right, guys. So Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective at this time when it comes to May 26? What do they need to know for today? What clarity and understanding can you give them at this time when it comes to May 26? What do they need to know? And I will also be using another angel deck, but I will also be using working your light messages because I feel like some of you guys have certain gifts and skills and talents that you should be working your light depending on what that light might be. Like, everyone's light is different. Like I said, everybody has a purpose, but we all need to know how we can utilize that, right? Or how we can transmute that energy. So let's see what you guys might need to know for May 26th. Okay, let's see what shows up. All right, guys, so let's see. So Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective for today? What do they need to know for today when it comes to the energy? Woo, thank you. Yeah, so be the real you, okay? Like, literally my messages as of recently have been talking about authenticity, being your authentic self, being your real you, not letting people stop you from who you are, okay? With the number 6, because anytime I see 6, I think of your daily routines and things like that, but that's not the only thing I think of. I think of angel numbers when it comes to nurturing, okay? Family, compassion, that kind of stuff. Something to do with heart-centered truth or heart-centered foundations could be significant. But when it comes to you being the real you, it says your greatest power comes from being who you truly are. Don't let anyone sway you from expressing your authentic self, okay? So not sure who needs to hear this, but this is the message that I have been seeing or feeling as of recently, especially when it comes to like communicating clearly and things like that, not allowing people to try to sway you from who you truly are. And because of this energy, you guys could be welcoming in new abundances with the number 37, okay? So take what resonates with that. 10 is very significant. I did mention in one of my other readings too that angel number 1010 could also resonate for a lot of you, or could be confirmation for, you know, a lot of you, right? So take what resonates with that. But it says prosperity is on its way. Have faith that source will heal your financial challenges, okay? So there's something about that too where you could be dealing with a situation, right, where you are hoping or wanting your financial situation to either work out or having faith that it will work out. Sorry, people walk so close to my car and I feel like people have no social awareness. Like, what if I was a murderer? Like, what if I was a killer or something and people are just so close? It's gonna get caught in the video and I'm not editing that out, so it is what it is. So but like, literally I'm just talking to you guys and I'm just like, but like it's starting, okay? It's starting, but it's not so bad compared to yesterday. So yeah, let me get this going and wrap it up sooner or later, okay? But yeah, basically when it comes to abundance, even the faith card that showed up when I was using the Prism Oracle deck, right? There's something about that where it's like having faith that your abundance will change, having faith that your financial challenges will improve, okay? Things like that, right? Because right now it could feel like, you know, Mother Nature is playing games, okay? Mother Nature, the universe, they're playing games, right? And that could feel like, you know, it could feel like a loss or like being hit all at once when it comes to energies 444. So even with the number 4 to stability, and also when it comes to building a foundation, right, is very significant. So take what resonates with that. That could be confirmation as well, but there's something about your energy when it comes to that. I don't know, but I feel like some of you guys could feel like, you know, the universe is against you, or you know what I mean? Like, you ever have moments like that where you start to think negative? Don't think like that, because then you will start to manifest that, right? The more positive energy that you think when it comes to your energy, the more that it will start to basically show up, right? So that is also significant when it comes to dealing with people. Yeah, it says you are protected, right? This card says you are safe within my bubble of light. You can proceed with confidence. So if you felt like you weren't able to do certain things because of the energy at this time, Spirit is saying that it is safe for you to do so. It is safe for you to move forward, okay? This is because you guys are opening up your spiritual gifts, okay? You guys have spiritual gifts. And it says, remember that your true nature is spiritual, not physical. The angels are sending you messages to guide you on your soul's growth, and trust the guidance that you guys are receiving with the number 35. Okay, so there's something that you guys could be doing, like I said, where you guys are trusting spirit, trusting in the universe, having faith, okay, things that will work out for you, okay? And I know that it sounds really easier said than done. It's really hard to do this, but the more that you have faith and the more that you trust that the universe will basically work out for you, the more things start to show up in your energy, okay? And it's all about faith. It's literally all about faith. It's like, basically lead by faith and not by sight, okay? That could be confirmation for some of you guys as well, right? So again, I said something about 4s and stability. You being a light to other people is stability as well, okay? Stability is not only about money or just about abundance and about happiness only. Being mentally and physically and emotionally stable is also being a light to other people as well, with the number 4, okay guys? So take what resonates with that. We have someone new coming in as well when it comes to romance or just platonic connections or just people in general, okay? And I did talk about this too. I said that morning doves, I believe, or ground doves could be very significant, where you guys could be seeing certain birds, okay, when it comes to like connections and stuff like that. So take what resonates with that. That's a good energy, okay? So someone new could be coming in, or this could be like a past energy too, but they're showing up brand new. And I'm not talking about somebody who is, you know, abusive or disrespectful to the collective. This is somebody that maybe you guys fell out, or maybe you had like a misunderstanding, or whatever the case is, right? Maybe you just weren't seeing eye to eye, right? And now there could be something happening where this person maybe has a new perspective, okay? But it says, basically, where are you being called to journey to, okay? Imrama, if I'm not wrong, but Imrama, well, that could be what it says, but I could be wrong, okay? But yeah, there's something about the universe asking, where are you being called to at this time? So especially when it comes to your skills and talents, right? Lemuria, okay? Creating heaven on earth, it's happening. Some of you guys are creating heaven on earth at this time when it comes to this energy, okay? Creating your own abundance, creating your own sanctuaries. And it's funny because I don't know if it's because the way the light is shining from outside, but it's almost like the cards have like a glow. I don't know if you guys can see it here, but it's almost like a glow. So something about glowing, okay? Like I said, shining your light, glowing, okay? Being a light to other people is also significant, right? Inner temple, and I did mention this in one of my readings as well, maybe yesterday and also last week, right? But yesterday I did mention this where I said to you guys, there's something about creating your own sanctuary, right? Creating your own temple, creating your own sanctuary, creating your own sacred space, creating your own home, okay, when it comes to yourself. Now, this could be a home within yourself. This could be a physical home. This could be finding like a place out in nature and you making that your home, okay? Nature could be your home for a lot of you, but there's something about devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart, okay? So again, heart chakra energy, okay? Being able to tune into your heart, being able to open your heart as well is very significant too. Okay, so 2 cards fell out here. All right, we have Unbound. This is releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So I did mention this too. You guys are unbounding yourself from other people, or this is about you releasing connections that no longer serve you when it comes to dealing with people, places, and things. I'm sorry, but I don't care how kind, how nice, how, giving someone can be, okay? When someone's energy just does not sit right with you, or it feels shady, or it feels off, trust that, okay? Because a lot of times people use monetary items or like material to try to gain access to you, or gain, the likings of you, or they think that that's going to win you over. Honestly, if you don't want to accept it, don't accept it, right? You can refuse it. But even if you accept it with a detachment, that is okay as well. But just knowing your worth and knowing what you will tolerate and what you won't tolerate is significant. We have transformation. Okay, things are changing at a cellular level. This is deep healing. So for some of you guys are going through a transformation. Okay, guys, that is significant. At the bottom of the deck, we have play. So being able to have fun, celebrate, and also not being so serious. Now, for some of you guys, you may feel like you are being serious, or maybe you're not being so serious, or it depends on who's around you. Okay, that's also another thing. It depends on who's around you. So if you're around people who are genuine, then you'll be in a playful energy, okay, or a playful light. If you're around people who are not genuine, or you feel like something about their energy is just rubbing you off the wrong way, then you're not going to want to be around that person. Like, energy doesn't lie, okay, guys? I'm just saying, energy doesn't lie. Someone's energy could be rubbing you the wrong way, or a situation could be rubbing you the wrong way. And that is why a lot of you guys could be trying to move away from this energy and having discernment. Okay, guys, give me 1 second. About that, guys, I had to blow my nose because my allergies, like I said, it's getting better, but clearly it's a sinus thing, right? But it is what it is. It is getting better though, because I've been doing a lot of things to, get better and stuff. But yeah, there's something about this energy when it comes to being playful. So it's not that you guys are not playful. You are playful, but it depends on people's energy. It depends on who you have around you, or just who's in your energy. Like, if someone's being weird or shady, obviously you're not going to be playful around them. Okay, it's almost like people who know you the most know who you are, the real you, and people who don't know you, they only know surface versions of you. They start to assume a lot of things about you because they think they know you, but they don't. Okay, but trusting the universe is significant. That's been coming out a lot as of recently. Some of you guys are learning to trust the universe, or you guys are trusting the universe when it comes to your path. You guys have come to that place where you have more of an understanding about what's going on around you, how the world works, how people are. Okay, just having that understanding and that betterment of judgment as well. We have opportunity and change, okay, with birds as well. Like I said, birds could be very significant. Some of you guys could be seeing certain birds, whether you're outside or at home, but there's something about that energy where birds in nature could be very significant. You guys could be seeing a lot when it comes to this energy, so take what resonates with that too. But there is something about that where that could be significant for a lot of you guys, where nature could be confirmation for a lot of you guys as well. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get a few more cards. I might move as well because I'm noticing there's a lot of people slowly coming in. So we have inner child healing. Okay, there's something about you healing your inner child, and as soon as I said that, there's this guy driving this little tractor. So I'm gonna close my windows. Okay, but sorry if you guys can hear the car. Okay, but there's something about your energy as well when it comes to basically dealing with your inner child or inner child healing. Now, there could be something that you guys are going through right now where, if this is about children, and say you have kids of your own, you don't have to, okay? This could be about children, healing your inner child, being proud of yourself when it comes to healing your inner child. Giving birth to a child could be significant. So say you are pregnant and you watch this video, right? Not to say you guys are, not everybody is, but say you are pregnant, right? And you're planning on having a child. there is something about when you have this child, you are basically healing your inner child as well, because you're giving that child things emotionally that maybe you didn't receive, okay? Either you didn't receive it, or there's something about, I'm just checking to see where that thing went because it was pretty loud. If I hear it again, I'll turn back on the car. But yeah, maybe there's something about your inner child healing, like I said, where you could be having a kid, you could be healing your inner child. There could be things that you guys are doing to heal your inner child through that child, okay? And that is significant as well. Some of you guys may resonate with this, okay? Even when it comes to like art or being artistic or doing things that, you know, matters of the arts is significant. This is also like creativity and things like that. That could be significant too. There's something about you being able to heal certain things that you were not able to do when you were younger. So say you wanted to do something creatively, it almost feels like people were trying to stop your path because they said, oh, that's not a real job, or you'll never amount to anything when it comes to that. You know, like when parents or family or friends or people that you know try to basically shut down your dreams because you see a vision about your dreams, you see what you can do, but then other people may not see that because maybe they were not able to do it, or they were not able to have the ability to do that kind of stuff, right? And that's also significant. I'm gonna get one more card, but you guys are healing like certain aspects or certain parts of your inner child, okay? And yeah, we have learning experience, right? Like you guys are going through a learning experience. At the bottom, we have blessings and abundance. Okay, so whatever this is that you guys are dealing with when it comes to like your energy, the abundance, and it's a lot of abundance, a lot of blessings, right? There's something about your energy that's being highlighted at this time for the collective when it comes to inner child healing your inner child, going through the lessons, learning through your experiences, and saying to yourself, you know what? Just because I grew up this way doesn't mean that that makes me this way too. Or just because I grew up this way doesn't mean I can't give, you know, myself or my child or my environment, my community, what I was lacking. And I think that's what people don't realize. You know how people will take excuses and say, well, I didn't grow up with a mother or a father, or I didn't grow up with this, so that's why I'm the way I am. No, that's an excuse, okay? That's an excuse for, you know, your bad behavior. That's an excuse for, you know, you thinking that it's okay to do the things that you do. So that is also significant too, where you guys could have been dealing with people like that, where it's like, well, I grew up in this type of generation, or I grew up this way, so because I grew up this way, you know, that means I should act the way that I act. And it's like, no, it doesn't work like that. You know what I mean, guys? But I'm going to end it here. All right, guys. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Please take what resonates with you guys whenever you see this. Follow me on YouTube and TikTok. My website is www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. You guys can book a reading, or you guys can check out my blog. But yeah, that's just the energy that I'm picking up for you guys when it comes to this, what's happening right now with the collective. It's like you guys could be doing a lot of healing right now, and it could be triggering a lot of people in your energy too, because they haven't done that inner work, they haven't done that healing, so of course it's going to trigger them. All right, guys. But anyways, I'm going to end it here. I'm going to see if I can move to a different spot and see if I can do my readings in a different area, because I have one more reading to do, which is my personalized deck. So I'm going to move and do that, because I see a lot of people walking back and forth, and I kind of don't want them in the background of my videos. No offense. Like I said, that could be someone's auntie or uncle or something. But yeah, I'm going to end it here. But again, thank you guys for the love and the support. Follow me on my website. Follow me on YouTube and TikTok. And again, I appreciate those who are supporting, liking, sharing, resonating with the messages. I do appreciate that. But thank you guys. All right, guys. I love you guys so much. And I'll see you guys in the next video or reading. All right, guys. But happy Tuesday. All right. Bye, guys. And I love you guys.